It was done by, they say, a drone, but I tell you, the explosion is unbelievable. I've seen the fire. It was incredibly large with a little bit of a mushroom cloud. Now, they're saying that's because it was a weapons depot that when it exploded, it triggered an earthquake size explosion. Multiple reports of the buildings and the earth rumbling. Kiev claimed its attack destroyed military warehouses in Toropets, a town in Russia about 240 miles northwest of Moscow and about 300 miles from the border of Ukraine. So that's pretty far into Russia, 300 miles. It was carried out by Ukraine's security service along with Ukraine's intelligence and special operation forces. A senior Kiev official said the depot housed these Iskander and Tokoa U missiles, as well as glide bombs and artillery shells. He said the facility caught fire in the strike and was burning across the area for 4 miles wide. This doesn't sound like a drone strike to me. I mean, I'm sorry. It just don't. 4 mile wide explosion, fire, so loud and so powerful that it shook the ground, rumbling like an earthquake. Among the destroyed ammunition was the North Koreans' KN-23 short-range ballistic missiles, another official is saying. Russia and North Korea signed a landmark pact back in June that envisioned mutual military assistance between Moscow and North Korea, but unverified video and images on social media show this huge ball of flame blasting high, a mushroom cloud into the night sky, and multiple detonations thundering across the land and a lake. NASA satellites even picked up the intense heat sources emanating from the depot, and earthquake monitoring stations picked up its sensors, thought that this was a tremor. It was definitely seismic activity from the blast. Now, the enemy hit an ammunition depot there in Russia. Everything that can burn is already burning there, and they're still exploding, he said. Russian state media have in the past have reported that a major arsenal of conventional weapons were located in that same site area. State media, which is now subject to military censorship laws, was muted in its reporting on the blast out of Russia. One woman told Reuters that the members of her family had been evacuated from that town. The size of the main blast, shown in an unverified social media video, was consistent with a 200 to 240 tons of high explosives detonating, according to George William Hubert of the Middlebury Institute of International Studies in Monterey, California. Meanwhile, a senior U.S. diplomat said that Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky has a workable plan to try to end the war, but details have not been publicly disclosed. And also, Linda Thomas Greenfield, the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, said that Washington officials have seen it. We think it lays out a strategy and a plan that can work. Now, Zelensky is still seeking approval from the Western nations for Ukraine to use the sophisticated weapons they are providing to hit targets inside Russia, deep within the country of Russia. These are long-range supersonic long-range